You must realize it's a ridiculous law.
And you're the one who decides that, are you?
Doesn't need much deciding.
Our celebration's been banned for more than 50 years. Surely the time for such foolishness has passed.
I'm sorry, sir, but the St. Patrick's Day parade is still not permitted.
The last time that you lot marched, a man was killed.
By one of yours?
Yeah, we get punished for it.
The only way to rescind the ban on the parade is through City Council.
And that'll never happen. Bloody Orange Lodge.
Watch your mouth, sir.
Oh, you deny that fact?
I'm thinking of my family. My daughter, Leisha, and the generations that come after her. In 100 years, I want them to look back and be proud of what we're trying to do here now.
And what exactly is it that you're trying to do? Crowd the streets, stir up trouble?
You're getting nowhere with these two.
I thank you both for your time.
A word to the wise. Jimmy Mitchell is coming to town.
Oh, fat bastard. What's he doing here?
Stirring up trouble.
Trouble that can be avoided if you lot keep a low profile.
A low profile, is it? In our own city.
You want us to hide in our homes while that loudmouth spews his hate. No such thing as one law for all, is there, sir?
And you didn't see anyone?
No. The shot came from over there, the open window.
Is it possible you were the target?
I considered that. And if this poor soul took a shot that was intended for me.
I wouldn't fret until we know.
All right. We should have a look up there. Roberts, with me. Clear vantage point. Aside from the open window, there isn't much to indicate someone was here.
Sir, if I may.
Speak your mind, Constable.
A man who would try to take this shot would have had to know what he was doing. I don't think you were the target, sir.
If I wasn't, then why him?
Dad?
No finger marks. They've been filed off.
Good Lord. Did you happen to find a name?
No personal effects, no belongings.
So this person intended to be anonymous.
It would appear so. The shot, as you know, was direct to the heart. He would have died instantly. There was one thing. Not sure if this would be of any help. His suit was from a tailor in 5 Points, New York.
New York?
Mr. Ryan.
Do you mind? You've got some of Heir in you, don't you? The complexion, the hair.
I do indeed.
And your faith.
That is my business, sir, not yours.
But you still must have some of the old country in you.
I do. But this is a new one.
They'll add to the Protestants. Every July the 12th, their bloody parade. Terrorizing their neighborhoods. Harassing the women. And all we want is a simple parade celebrating the life of a saint of
There
old
is
days.
nothing I can do about it. The St. Patrick's Day parade is against the law.
Let me ask you this then. You think this is fair?
I don't care to share my personal opinion on the matter.
So, that's my answer then.
Good day.
Good day to you, Mrs. Crabtree.
And we showed those Frenchies we did. 6 of them in the hospital, where we taught them to respect their betters. And reminded them that Montreal is an English city. Bloody papists, the lot of them. I've heard tell Toronto is the Belfast of North America. Well, I trust you all still have the mettle to keep those Catholics in their place. So let's just enjoy this fine meal that Maggie and the girls have made for us.
Chief Constable, I expect we'll see no trouble during Mr. Mitchell's visit here.
As long as everybody behaves themselves.
Yeah, well, perhaps there should be good troubles at home.
If only.
Come on, girl, let's see you down it. All the way. Come on, girl, let's see you down it. All of it. Let's go. Let's go. There it is. That's the spirit.
Well, I need another. I would not deny you your thirst.
So what do we do, Frank?
Well, we hold the bloody parade whether it's against the law or not. We came here to be free people, did we not?
Yeah, surely did, Frank.
So we show our colors, even if it means a night in jail.
I want to thank you and your father for granting me the room. I knocked on a lot of doors.
I can imagine everywhere you go, no blacks, no Irish.
No dogs.
No, we're 2 out of 3, hey? Catch up and get another.
Hey, Copper. Is it true Jimmy Mitchell arrived in town?
I wouldn't know.
If that loudmouth is in town, we'll hear from him soon enough.
Well, I'll make sure he gets the king's seat for the parade.
Cheers. Sláinte.
Apologies. I was doing fine till this ginger lady appeared. This is too much good crap.
The ginger lady is whiskey and good crack is lively conversation. You'll be grand in the morning.
Good night. I will see you in the morning, Misha.
You don't see me now.
It was a pleasant night, but I have to be up at 6.
Good night, Teddy.
Night.
What have you, Watts?
Well, a fair bit, actually.
The identity of the dead man?
I would have led with that.
Then what?
I did field a complaint from the owner of a rooming house about a man who skipped out on his bill. She said he was from Manhattan.
Oh, then we should take her down to...
The morgue already did. She confirmed the dead man was her tenant. I told her to leave his room as is. There might be something of interest there.
You have an address?
Of course. Yes.
Watts, are you sure this is all right?
What?
This sandwich, it smells off.
Well, it's curry and egg. A new creation. It's delicious. Would you like a try?
Nope.
I usually make them pay in advance, but he seemed an honest fellow.
It may well have been.
Did you find any money on him?
We did not.
So I'm out?
I'm afraid so. Did he get up to anything suspicious while he was here?
This is a reputable house I run.
Did he say what his business was, by chance?
Just that he was meeting a friend. You make it quick. I have 2 men wanting this room, and these ones pay in advance.
Anything?
No.
What about that?
It's a rock, Detective.
Yes, I see that. Well, what's a rock doing on an otherwise very nice shelf?
I suppose it is a tad suspicious. It's a dead drop.
Look at that.
They're offering $3,000 for my head. The arses. It's got the name of my train, location of the lodgings, a description. I'm not stout, am I?
Time makes fools of us all, Mitchell. Besides, look on the bright side. You're not as stout as I am.
What do we know about the fellow who received this message?
Not much, unfortunately. He was shot dead.
I don't think he was intending a social call. Do you? Who was he?
Again, I don't know. All we do know is that he was from New York.
Oh, that bloody figures. You ever been to those neighborhoods?
I have not.
5 Points, Mott Haven. They're pits. None but Catholics running around with a filthy offspring on the foot. Don't do much more than breed and drink, do they? You two are a little soft in the ways of the world. Let me...
As a matter of fact, sir, I am a Catholic.
Thomas, you have a Catholic on your police force?
Detective Murdoch is a fine officer. More than fine, actually. The best.
The circumstances of this suggest this man was a hired killer. Do you know of anyone who would wish you harm?
Anyone of your kind, I imagine.
You might be advised to curtail some of your public appearances. If this man was hired to harm...
Well, he bloody failed, didn't he?
That doesn't mean there won't be further attempts.
Then you find them, and you stop them. That is, if you are an officer of the law. A Catholic detective. What the devil is happening to this world?
My apologies.
We don't choose who we are bound to protect.
And you're sure that was where the shot came from?
Based on the angle of entry of the bullet, I would say yes.
A true marksman can always locate the vitals. Sorry for the interruption.
No. Go ahead.
Well, there was little wind that day. Low humidity, low air pressure means the shot didn't have much of a drag on it. The dead man was in a stationary position for quite some time, isn't that right?
He was.
An experienced shooter would account for all of this. Heck, I've made tougher shots hunting bucks.
You hunt?
Of course. Boss was a butcher. He'd always say, a good hunter and a good butcher are often one and the same.
And you believe the first man was a hired killer?
I do.
So that means that there are 2 hired killers in town?
Yes. And if that's the case, one of them is still out there.
What is the harm in it?
It's against the law. Any mail, Victoria? Ah, thank you.
And every year when the Orangemen celebrate the Battle of the Boyne, there is violence. Yet every year they are allowed to march.
Ah, that's different.
How?
Because they won. Look, I agree. We'd all be better off leaving the struggles of the old world behind. But people don't, and I fear they never will.
So they are allowed to taunt a group who are already being treated as second-class citizens and to deny them their rights.
It's a bloody parade. It's hardly right.
It amounts to the same thing.
This is a Protestant city, run by the Sons of Ulster. If I were to allow a Catholic parade, there'd be a bloody riot. And the Orange Lodge would have both our heads.
I've never known you to run from a fight.
I've run from plenty of fights I know that I can't win, Mrs. Crabtree.
Thank you. Oh, the victim was a man named Dougal Sharkley. The New York police are familiar with him,
In the last few years, he's been suspected of shipping money and munitions back to the home country.
And was he here to do harm to Jimmy Mitchell?
Certainly possible.
Oh, with his past, he certainly doesn't appear to be an innocent bystander.
I would have to agree.
Someone from the other side knew he was here and killed him before he could be close to Jimmy Mitchell.
That would appear to be the case.
Oh, you've got a hell of a nerve, you do. Suggesting that one of my own killed a man before I even arrived in time.
I believe this Mr. Sharkley came to town to confront you.
Well, he didn't do much of a job, did he?
Well, perhaps one of your supporters caught wind of what was happening.
Of course. You bloody Catholics.
You are not speaking to a Catholic at the moment. You are speaking to a police officer investigating a murder.
That neither I nor any of my men had anything to do with.
Do you know that for a fact?
I won't be listening to this. And if you value your job, you won't be saying much more.
I'm not finished.
No, I say you are.
Everything all right in here?
Nothing I can't handle.
And who the hell are you?
Inspector Albert Choi.
Inspector, you're a bloody copper.
You didn't hear me.
Oh, the city's gone to hell in a handbasket. I will be speaking tomorrow. And there best be no trouble. Or the both of yous will be out on your asses. Ah!
It's out of a keg, shipped straight from home. We only give it to our special guests. Do you not like my stew?
I do. But I should have it in my room.
You will not. You'll sit here and eat with the rest of us. That'd be my father.
Shot in the street.
In clear view of all. At least that's what I heard, Ted.
Who else knew he was coming up here?
Just us, as far as I know. Making yourself part of the family now, are you?
My apologies.
Sit down. Seems my girl's taking a liking to you.
She certainly has. The black stuff. For the black man.
Hey, mind yourself.
I mean, no offense. It was a joke. I apologize.
Very funny, sir.
No, sir, here. It's Brian. You like the stew? My shop's got the best mutton for your money, bringing in fresh twice a week. Huh?
That man you were talking about, the one shot in the street, you knew him?
Knew of him. Didn't know him.
Does it change anything about tomorrow?
What's tomorrow?
Tomorrow we're marching.
I have to remind you, that's against the law.
I'll have to remind you that the law's in ours sometimes. And you should know that better than most. We'll be out for a bit.
Thanks, Leash.
You all right?
I just don't want you to get into any trouble.
We're not going to cause any trouble. We're just standing up for our rights. That's it. I thought you, of all people, would have understood something like this. Sorry. Sorry, I didn't think. I wish the world were a bit simpler sometimes, that's all. But I guess that's why the good Lord has blessed us with this. Sláinte.
Cheers.
Are you gonna be much longer?
Sarah, I didn't even realize you were still here. Go home.
What's got your attention?
Oh, injustice, I suppose.
Well, that's a weighty topic for this time of night.
Yes, well. Years ago, the city banned the St. Patrick's Day parade because a Catholic was killed by the Orange Order.
Well, that seems sensible.
What would have been sensible would have been to ban the other side. The Protestants were the ones who started the violence.
Begging your pardon, ma'am, but I doubt religion has much to do with it. It's just the work of scoundrels cloaking themselves with it. I doubt either of them are doing God's work.
Sarah, you are destined for greater things.
Thank you, ma'am, but right now I'm destined for 3 hungry children at home and a man who can barely boil water.
Leisha?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, pardon me. I thought there was some trouble.
I dropped the light and sorry, I hope I didn't wake you.
Let me get that. It's fine. No worries.
Thanks.
If that's all.
Doesn't have to be.
I should get to bed.
Bet it'd be a fine idea.
Leisha,
Come on, Teddy.
I don't think this.
It's hardly the time for thinking.
Tried to talk him out of it.
I doubt he hears much more than the sound of his own voice.
Well, hopefully he just gives the speech and that's the end of it.
I highly
It's
doubt
good
that.
to see all your friendly faces. Toronto certainly is a home away from home for a son of Ulster. Yeah! You're building this into a grand city of industry and hard work with a good, honest labour. You're building a city that any good and honest man can be proud of. It is not all good, is it? Irish Catholic beggars are to be met everywhere. They are as ignorant and vicious as they are poor. And they fill our poorhouses, and they fill our prisons.
Sir?
Get out of here!
Raise your head somewhere else!
Let's make yourself scarce.
I will not.
Suit yourself.
Let the rabble come!
I'll take that! Back off now! I said now!
You see it! You see it! We'll meet them!
Get me up! Are you all right? Must have come from that building over there. Let's get him out of the line of fire. Bloody lucky we are.
Well, I don't feel all that lucky. Some madman's taking aim at me and you lot are just sitting here.
Our men are scouring the scene. The chief constable saw where the shot came from.
Oh, well, bravo, Thomas. A lot of good that does me. Those hooligans are probably having a hearty laugh.
You ought to be more concerned with keeping your mouth shut. This type of talk is why you're in their sights to begin with.
If you don't catch this thug, and I mean quickly, you'll lose control of this city before a week's end. And I'm sure your boy would love to see the day.
Don't waste your breath, Murdoch. His kind don't change. Detective Watts recovered the rifle from the room identified by Chief Constable Brackenreed.
Any spent casings?
Mm-hmm.
What?
The firearm has T.R. Chatham scratched in the stock.
The hunting rifle belongs to Constable Roberts.
Do we know where he is right now?
Not as of yet, no.
We need to bring Roberts into the station house right away.
I'm taking yours. You owe me from last time. Hello.
Not here.
Would you lighten up? The parade was a huge success.
I don't believe today is cause for celebration. A man was nearly shot.
Well, I'm nearly drunk, so maybe you can investigate that.
Well, lads, we marched through the streets, proud as can be, scared the daylights out of a city councillor, and shut that plank Jimmy Mitchell's trap.
Job well done, I'd say.
Yes, indeed, lads.
There's sure to be plenty of trouble because of that shot that rang out.
Ah, we're done with being stepped on. Let them live in fear for a while. See how they like it. Huh?
Constable Roberts. I was told I might find you here.
The bar is owned by my landlord, Mr. Ryan. Is there a problem?
I need you down at the station house straight away. When did you last see your rifle?
I keep it in a lockbox under my bed. It was there yesterday.
And you were home all last night?
I was.
Did you lend it to anyone? Does anyone have access to it?
No. I don't believe so.
Then why did we find your gun at the site of a shooting? And we know you're an excellent shot.
Typically takes a lot less for someone like me to make the hangman. Court ordered or otherwise.
Constable, I can assure you, that is not what this is about.
I have nothing to say that hasn't already been said. I didn't shoot anyone.
You do realize that your reticence is making this rather difficult.
I do. I'm sorry about that.
I'm worried about this. Nothing seems to make sense. Roberts is a fine young constable, but he's clearly hiding something. Could he be protecting someone?
I find it difficult to believe that Constable Roberts would be tied up in the struggles of the Irish in Toronto.
Justice is injustice, and I'm sure Roberts has had his share of that.
Yes, but I believe you're right, sir. Something about this doesn't add up.
And what's that?
This rifle hasn't been fired recently.
How can you be sure?
I've checked it for gunpowder residue, and it's spotless. What's more, the bullets recovered from Mr. Sharkley's body and the scene today are not a match to this rifle.
Gentlemen, I took some constables to Roberts' lodging. Someone's cut the lock on his gun case.
Ah!
Why are you lying to us? Did you know that someone cut the lock on your gun case?
No. I didn't.
How exactly could you miss something like that?
Unless you weren't home all night, as you said. Edward, what is happening here? Fine. I take no pleasure in this, but you will remain in our cells until you're willing to speak, Constable.
Just give us a moment, please.
Teddy, I don't know what's going on, but you can trust me.
You wouldn't understand.
Try me.
I didn't know about the break-in because I wasn't in my room. I was at home, but I was with Leisha Ryan all night. In her room. Sleeping.
I understand the concept of maintaining a woman's virtue.
I said I was sleeping. There's more than a lady's good name at stake. A black man bets a white woman in most parts. Who knows what happens to him? Better men than me have met worse fates just whistling near a white woman. I'm new here. Mr. Ryan gave me a room to rent when nobody else would. I just didn't want this to become the talk about town.
We have a sharpshooter on the loose, and I'm sorry, but that takes precedence over all else. For what it's worth, Teddy, I do understand. More than you know.
I thought your job was to prosecute criminals. Why haven't the parade attendees been charged?
Because it wasn't a parade.
It was a gathering of people, not unlike those attending Mr. Mitchell's hate-filled address.
There's a thin lane between hate and a hard truth, Missy.
The Crown Attorney's office found nothing illegal about Irish Catholics being present.
This is going to upset the lodge.
With all due respect, that isn't my concern.
Just what am I hearing, Thomas? You lost your grip, have you? No matter. One hand, the dirty rounders this city, and I won't hide in fear.
What are you getting at, Mitchell?
And the rally, the good and upright people of this city. Show the left-footers who's really in charge here. Madam Prosecutor.
It's true. Teddy wasn't in his room last night. He was with me.
Did either of you know that Constable Roberts had a firearm in his room?
No. I surely didn't. And neither did my dad. He likes Teddy. He knew we were getting close.
Did you know that Roberts was in your daughter's room last night?
Well, how would I? I wasn't home.
Right. My patience is wearing thin. Where were you last night?
And today, during the shooting.
Well, last night I was at the pub. Today I was marching in the streets, me and my daughter. You've seen us.
These are very serious charges. Attempting to frame a constable of murder. You could hang.
We didn't kill anyone.
That remains to be proven.
I can't believe this is happening. I don't know what I thought would happen, but not this.
What?
Tell me you've got the gunman in there, because this lunatic Mitchell is heading to the streets to stir things up.
We seem to be at a dead end, sir.
The weapon recovered on the scene was planted to frame Constable Roberts.
What? Murdoch, who'd do this to one of ours?
We're not sure yet, but the sharpshooter's still out there.
Unlikely to try again. How's the lad holding up?
He's certainly seen better days.
Sir, can't you convince Mr. Mitchell to lay low for a while?
We could get the speech moved somewhere less populated. That's as much as we can do. But we need to find out who this gunman is before all hell breaks loose.
I believe I know someone who might be able to help. All set, Constable?
I think so.
You think so? You seemed quite confident in your abilities when you were examining the shot that took out Mr. Sharpley.
A lot can change in a couple days.
Here. I've adapted this telescope with a refractive lens for a scope. You can adjust it here. That should give you quite an advantage.
Thank you, sir. I trust I'll be able to keep this when the case is closed.
I've convinced the Chief Constable to keep Mr. Mitchell in this corner. That should severely reduce the shooter's options.
Are we all set?
Yes. Constable Roberts and I have narrowed down all of the possible vantage points. If you see a shooter, notify me immediately on this radio transmitter.
Right.
Good luck.
All right. I'm in your hands. What will you have me do?
Watch the flags at City Hall. They'll tell the wind direction. I'm getting what looks like westward gust, 5 miles per hour. I need you to tell me if there's any changes. Hygrometer. It measures humidity. If the air is too dense, it'll drag the speed of the bullet. And Detective Murdoch will never let me take the scope hunting if I miss the shot.
A second chance. This time he might not miss.
Oh, the man's clearly a lousy shot. But you boys had better have me covered. Or the next man who needs protection will be you, boyo! Hey!
Boyo me, arrogant Nick.
Southwest gusts.
I'd say about 3 miles an hour. Slowing.
Testing.
Can you hear me, Watts?
We can hear you loud and clear. Good Protestants, I stand before you unafraid. Unfortunately, we can also hear Mitchell. The unwashed Irish Catholics. Oh, have me on their hit list. I often try and have faith that people like Mr. Mitchell are few and far between, that most people are of good nature.
Then you see his supporters turn out in these numbers.
They want to silence me and overrun the city like rats after nightfall. If we allow ourselves to be threatened, if we allow ourselves to be pushed into a corner, it won't be long before the man in the Vatican is walking into our homes unannounced to put his feet up on the table.
Watts. Shooter, 2 o'clock, above the laundry, 2nd floor.
We must stand strong and hold him at the door. Detective, we see him above the laundry. Can you get the shot?
No.
Roberts, take the shot.
Roberts, hold him at the door! Roberts, Teddy!
Watts?
Are you there? Did you get the shooter?
He's not here. I must have just missed him.
Sir, I'm certain I hit him.
Well, that appears to be the case.
You assume he won't go to a hospital? Can't get far?
I have a feeling I know where he might wash up.
Nice and neat. How you, darling? Just keep me steeped in the single mass, huh? Toronto's finest. Come in for a pint, have you?
Not exactly, no.
What happened to your hand?
You find me a butcher with 10 digits, I'll show you my steak and days off.
You mentioned to everyone in the bar yesterday that you wished Protestants would know what it was like to live in fear.
Just how committed are you to seeing that through?
Oh, no, I was at the
Recently
bar.
fired, sir. Found it in the butcher's wagon out front.
Butcher's wagon. Look familiar? Brian Keyes, you are under arrest.
For what? I didn't even hit the bastard. Come on.
The bullet recovered from Mr. Sharkley's body and this spent shell casing from the attempt on Jimmy Mitchell's life are a match for your rifle.
And you know you had access to Constable Roberts' room. You understand you could have sent an innocent man to prison?
Small price to pay. I knew Sharkley was in town to take out Mitchell. The boys back home who hired Sharkley were about to set him up proper after the job.
$3,000 cash. We found the message in Sharkley's dead drop.
Well, I have a family. And I knew Frank wouldn't have the guts to do what needed to be done. We needed to strike a blow for the cause.
How exactly was this an act of Irish pride? You killed one of your own out of greed. This wasn't about the cause, it was about you.
And because you tried to frame a member of this constabulary, I'm going to personally see to it that you receive the harshest possible punishment, Catholic or not.
Mitchell deserved a bullet. You know that as well as I do.
Who deserves a bullet and who doesn't is not up to you. Constable Roberts. Good work.
Thank you, sir.
You did, however, cause us a great deal of trouble. I can't have you keeping secrets.
I know, sir.
This work is all about trusting the right people.
I know, sir. I'm working on it.
If I never see that man again, it'll be too soon.
The constabulary did a fine job keeping him alive.
Yes, we did. Whether he deserved it or not.
Well, we're better off treating people right. Even those who are so egregiously in the wrong.
Is that so? It seems you're not above bending the law to your own advantage, eh, Councillor?
The law's up to interpretation. The difference between a parade and a gathering is merely semantics.
Yes, I suppose it is. Hopefully the Lodge see it the same way.
Sarah, you do excellent work here.
Oh, thank you, Mrs. Crabtree.
I had mentioned to you that I believe you are destined for greater things.
You did?
I have a friend, a doctor. I haven't seen her in quite some time, but she has a little one as well. I know how hard it can be for a woman to maintain a career and a family all at once. This is the name and telephone number of the nanny my friend used when her little one was born.
Mrs. Crabtree, I couldn't possibly afford.
Which is why I have managed to get you a raise. When you believe someone has potential, you must provide opportunity for that potential to be realized.
Thank you, Mrs. Crabtree. Oh, right. Of course.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Your things were gone from your room when I got home. I didn't think I'd see you again.
Did your old man tell you to get me into your bedroom?
No. No, I promise. I really do care for you.
Do you know what could have happened to me? Do you know what still could happen if the wrong people found out we spent the night together?
I didn't think.
I don't have that luxury.
It's just that the cause, it's so much bigger than our silly little fears. Surely you can understand that.
No. I'm not sure I do. Goodbye, Miss Ryan.
proper after the job.
$3,000 cash. We found the message in Sharkley's dead drop.
Well, I have a family. And I knew Frank wouldn't have the guts to do what needed to be done. We needed to strike a blow for the cause.
How exactly was this an act of Irish pride? You killed one of your own out of greed. This wasn't about the cause, it was about you.
And because you tried to frame a member of this constabulary, I'm going to personally see to it that you receive the harshest possible punishment, Catholic or not.
Mitchell deserved a bullet. You know that as well as I do.
Who deserves a bullet and who doesn't is not up to you.
You did?
I have a friend, a doctor. I haven't seen her in quite some time, but she has a little one as well. I know how hard it can be for a woman to maintain a career and a family all at once. This is the name and telephone number of the nanny my friend used when her little one was born.
Mrs. Crabtree, I couldn't possibly afford.
Which is why I have managed to get you a raise. When you believe someone has potential, you must provide opportunity for that potential to be realized.
Thank you, Mrs. Crabtree. Oh, right. Of course.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Your things were gone from your room when I got home. I didn't think I'd see you again.
Did your old man tell you to get me into your bedroom?
No. No, I promise. I really, I do care for you.
Do you know what could have happened to me? Do you know what still could happen if the wrong people find out we spent the night together?
I didn't think.
I don't have that luxury.
It's just that the cause, it's so much bigger than our silly little fears. Surely you can understand that.
No. I'm not sure I do. Goodbye, Miss Ryan.